Previously on SRT.
Logitech is great, but it's expensive.
Hello guys, this is Vinesh from SRT Space. So today I'm back with another video. So recently I've been changing my workspace. So I bought my new CPU, new monitor, new mouse, new headset. So only thing left was my keyboard. So I wanted to go for a wireless gaming keyboard. So I did some research and found the perfect gaming keyboard for me. But before I jump into that, let me explain why some people are reluctant to switch to wireless gaming keyboard, especially the gamers. The major difference between wired keyboard and wireless keyboard is wired keyboard is much more responsive compared to the wireless keyboard. While wireless keyboard sometimes may not even register the key clicks you made. That will be nightmare for gamers, especially latency is key for gaming. They don't want any unregistered or delayed key clicks. Another reason people choose wired keyboard is because of the stability of the connection. With the wired keyboard, your keyboard will be connected via USB cable. So there won't be any connection or you don't need to worry about the power of the keyboard. Unlike the wireless keyboard is connected via Bluetooth or a USB receiver, and also the power source of the wireless keyboard will be batteries. So let's say if you're playing a game with a wireless keyboard and there's a high chance your battery might die in the middle of the gaming, leaving you with no way to control of what's happening. As I said earlier, I was looking for a wireless gaming keyboard. So the keyboard I bought is from Logitech, and the model name is G613, a wireless mechanical gaming keyboard. Well, this is first time Logitech releases this kind of wireless mechanical gaming keyboard, and it costed me around 300 ringgit, and which is equivalent to $70. So in the box you'll find of course the keyboard, 2 AA batteries, user documentation, USB cable, USB light speed receiver, and a phone holder. First, let's take a look at the design of this keyboard. To be fair, the design of this keyboard is kind of old-fashioned. The keyboard looks plain with the black and gray chassis, and of course the white lettering on a black keycaps, just like the old keyboards. The design wasn't attractive at all. Not only that, there is no backlighting. This is first time I ever see a gaming keyboard without a backlighting. But there's a reason why Logitech omitted the backlight for this keyboard, and I will explain it later. And this keyboard has a built-in palm rest, and the bad news is it is not detachable. The one thing that got my attention is the discrete media button on this keyboard. With this button you can adjust the volume or mute the volume, forward, backward the track, or pause or play the song. So I have to say this discrete media buttons really comes in handy for me, because sometimes when I play games, I listen to the music. So let's say if I want to change the song, I have to minimize the game and then change the song. But with this discrete media button, I can change the song with just a tap of a button, which will be really convenient for me. And there's a questionable button to adjust the volume. So let's say if you're in the middle of the gaming and you want to adjust the volume quickly by tapping the button, it's kind of complicated. So with the roller adjuster, it would have been perfect. So on the left of this keyboard, you can find 6 macro keys, or you can say G keys. I'll explain more about G keys later. On the right side of the keyboard, you can find an on-off toggle. This keyboard weighing about 1.48 kilograms, which is quite heavier compared to the other mechanical keyboard that I've used before. As for the keys, Logitech uses Romergy mechanical switches. First of all, let me explain what is mechanical switches and what is Romergy mechanical switches. Mechanical switch is a mechanism called switch, which is underneath of each key of a mechanical keyboard. These switches have variety of response, noise, and travel times. When you press a key in a mechanical keyboard, you will get an instant feedback, like a click sound, just like this. The feedback helps you to recognize the key press, and it can help to improve your productivity and as well as your speed when you are typing. Now let's take a look at what is Romergy mechanical switches. Romergy is a Logitech owned mechanical switches. There are 3 types of mechanical switches. One is Romergy tactile, Romergy linear, and GX Blue. The Romaji gaming switches are designed with a 1.5mm travel distance and quieter performance. If you guys want to know more about the Romaji mechanical switches, please click the link in the description below. As for this keyboard, Logitech uses Romaji tactile mechanical switch. I find that the keyboard is actually quieter compared to the other mechanical keyboard that I've used before. The key clicks are responsive and I barely notice any unregistered or delayed key clicks. So it's quite impressive in terms of the responsiveness. So kudos to the Logitech. Now let's take a look at the features of this keyboard. Earlier I mentioned about the G keys or macro keys. There are 6 dedicated G keys that can be programmed with the custom macros and in-app command. G keys can be assigned per game or app profile for customizability and convenience. By using the Logitech's gaming software, you can easily set up or manage profiles. Personally, I don't find these macro keys are useful for me. To be fair, since I got this keyboard, I barely use it. But if you use a different profile for different games that requires different macros, it will be useful for you. This keyboard also have a game mode option. By toggle the button, you will enable the game mode. So once you enable the game mode, it will disable certain keys like a Windows key. So let's say if you're playing a game and accidentally tap the Windows key. So usually it will minimize the game or exit the game. So with the game mode option enabled, even if you tap the Windows key, nothing will happen. So I think it's a good feature for the gamers. Now let's take a look at the connectivity of this keyboard. This keyboard has 2 types of connection. One is Bluetooth connection and another one is USB Lightspeed connection. For hassle-free connection, you may go for a Bluetooth connection. Pairing is similar to pairing other Bluetooth devices to your PC. So if you're a gamer and you want a best performance and latency-free gaming, you may go for USB Lightspeed connection. All you need to do is to connect the USB receiver to your PC. And that's it. It's just plug and play. So what is Lightspeed connection? Lightspeed is a wireless technology that innovated by Logitech, which will offer games an insane, unnoticeable 1 millisecond response rate. And in terms of coverage, I tested this keyboard 10 meters away from my PC and impressively it registered all the key clicks I made. And this is where Logitech stand out. And another impressive feature is this keyboard able to connect to your phone. For me, it's impressive. I was able to connect this keyboard to my iPhone, and when I started typing, there was no lag or delay or any unregistered key clicks. Everything was perfect. So maybe that's why Logitech provides the phone holder. So I already talked about the design features and connectivity. Like any other wireless device, it needs own power source. This keyboard runs on 2 AA batteries. And you know what? Logitech estimates these batteries can last up to 18 months if you don't use it more than 8 hours per day and turn it off whenever not in use. That's really bold and brave statement from Logitech. So that's the reason why Logitech omitted the backlight for this keyboard. In fact, there's only 2 lights in this keyboard. One is caps lock, another one is for battery indicator. So Logitech tried to preserve battery as much as they can. To be fair, there's no easy way to test the battery life. But if you guys using this keyboard for more than 1 year, let us know if the statement is true or not. So overall, it's a good keyboard for gamers and those who are not fan of RGB backlight. If you guys want a wireless gaming keyboard with RGB backlight, you may opt for Corsair K63 wireless gaming keyboard. However, if you choose Corsair K63, you might have to sacrifice the number pad on your keyboard. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I didn't opt for Corsair K63 keyboard. Alright guys, that's the end of my video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos. See you on the next video. Bye bye guys.